What's good, people? It's your boy Twale here to bring you a review for Kingdom Chapter 609 entitled China's Swell. Now, this chapter, honestly, it wasn't one of my favorite chapters, but it starts off with a flashback, or it starts off with a flashback of Kanjo and Banyo fighting against the first spear of the 10 spears of Gyoun. And, wow, I'm drawing a blank. Kanjo tells Banyo to protect Ouhon at all costs because these guys they're saying he's going to handle the Ryun in the first spear and to protect Ouhon and get him to Gyoun or whatever they're going to do. Now, Banyo goes to protect Ouhon, and that's when the first spear guy overhears that shit and he's like, nah, I'm not with it. So he steps up and he's like, I personally will stop, as Gyoun's first spear, I personally will stop you from making any advances. And then he puts a halt to Banyo's group and Kanjo's group. But Ouhon manages to like slip by them and get to Gyoun. At the same time, Gyoun's men are noticing that Ouhon's coming in, and Gyoun tells them not to interfere, that he has many things he wishes to speak about with Ouhon. And that's when we got to the talks. And basically the talks boiled down to three major things. One, that the era of the Quin Six and the Three Great Heavens, depending on what side of the map you were on, you know what I'm saying, that's who era you saw it as. Their era was just like the prelude, you know what I'm saying? It was just the epilogue to what is to come in the current era. And Gyoun speaks about how he is a man that is from both eras technically. Like, he is from the previous era, but he currently stands in this era. So he has a unique perspective on you know what I'm saying, on the battlefields and how things are being fought right now. And he asks Ouhon, what's the biggest difference between then and now? You know what I'm saying? Besides the swell, you know what I'm saying, like the number of men that go to war now, you know what I'm saying, because it has increased as the years have gone by. You know what I'm saying? So besides the generals themselves and the number of armies and the number of men that they command, what else has changed between that era and this era? And Ouhon guessed right, and it was Issei. The fact that China now has to deal with Issei, a king who is earnestly trying to unify all of China through martial might. You know what I'm saying? Through armies and through military means. That this is now the biggest significance, the biggest significant difference between the Quin Six and the Three Great era and the current era of, as Gyoun puts it, Ouhon and Shin and his compatriots, as well as Raboku's era. Because Osin, Hoken is not a general. You know what I'm saying? He might have the title of Three Great Heaven, but he is not a general. So in that aspect, I don't think Gyoun respects him to consider him a part of the era of generals in this era of warfare. And Zhao doesn't have another three great. So it truly is the era of Raboku for Zhao. You know what I'm saying? In the similar sense, it can be considered the era of Gahome for the state of Wei. Whereas previously they had the seven... Was it seven? Yeah. The seven fire dragons of Wei. Now they just have Gahome, the one dragon. So... you know what I'm saying? Like, they continue to speak about that, and Ouhon got kind of tight because like he was like, how dare you lecture me about, you know what I'm saying, how dare you brag about the good old days and about your glory days and then lecture me about where I stand in the path that I'm on. And you know what I'm saying, Ouhon being classic Ouhon, all I have to do is pierce anyone and everyone that stands in my way. Gyoun is like, you really think it's gonna be that easy? Like, you think yourself capable, is I think is what he said. But he goes to wind up for the strike, and in between all of this, we get the message. We get Ouhon commenting that his heart has been acting up since like he first set out for battle. That who was it? Kanjo and Banyo was like, yo, you were on death's door just trying to get on your horse. Even Shin mentioned that, Kyokai mentioned that he shouldn't be in fighting shape right now and that it's way too early for him to be able to do what he's doing right now. So all I gotta say is props to Ouhon for pushing through, manning through. I wish my man Akko, would man up and push through, because like he didn't get the super ninja medicine from Kyokai, but he's had like 9 days to like recoup. So unless he's dead, which I hope not, I hope Akko's not dead, but unless he's dead, there's no excuse for why my man's not back up yet. It's been, like I said, like 8 or 9 days. But props to Ouhon for getting back up and for being able to work his way to get his way to Gyo-un, in his condition. But he mentions that his heart, like as him and Gyo-un were about to start the duel, he mentions that his heart has been acting up since the battle started and that it's really like pounding now, but it doesn't matter. And then Gyo-un has like you know how Kingdom does. Like the aura, like the general's aura sometimes translates to like their actual size. Like Gyo-un just looks so massive compared to Ouhon right now. So Ouhon is like, it looks like he's going for the thrust, and from the end panel, I forgot to mention Shin and them, like Shin caught a second win finally. He's no longer caring about he saw that Ouhon was in trouble and knew that Ouhon shouldn't be able to fight and shouldn't be capable of this right now. So he got his shit together, started blasting through the Gyo-un army, and now he's like moments away from saving Ouhon. But before that, well, actually during that, Ouhon and Gyo-un are about to line each other up, and Gyo-un is coming through with a massive swing, and it looks like from like where the panel ends, it looks like Ouhon is going in for the thrust to like Gyo-un's midsection. And from previous showings, we know that Ouhon is the faster of the two when it comes to getting the attack off. But due to, like, Gyo-un can't use his right hand, so he's weaker in that sense, but he's not any slower. Ouhon, with his injury, seems to be a lot slower, a lot more sluggish, as he should be. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, he, I guess, is more worse for wear than Gyo-un, even though that arm should be infected by now. I think they bandaged it up, but that arm, they said it was turning colors. That arm should be infected by now. So Shin is rallying his men and saying that they're gonna kill Gyo-un. And I've said this for a couple chapters now. I really don't want that to happen. Because look, I get that Ouhon's hurt. I get that Ouhon is tired and he's injured, but he needs to get this kill. Because otherwise, he has not produced to the level of the other two. I'm sorry, but like, for everything that he's done in this war, he has not come close to to Moten holding down the left wing for 15 days, or Shin killing Gakure, killing Chogaryu, taking over as the right wing commander, destroying half of Chogaryu's army and Banaji's army in the same day. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ouhon needs to get a significant achievement other than crippling the Banaji army for 3 days or 4 days, however many days those guys were injured, and then they came back. Ouhon needs another big feat in order to, as Issei said, make his name roar throughout China and elevate him to the level of general. So, however it's done, I want to see it get done. I do not want to see them tag team Gyo-un. Like, I do not want to see Shin come in there, save Ouhon from getting killed, Shin and Gyo-un duel for a little bit, and then Ouhon like stab Gyo-un as like he's dueling shit. I do not want that to happen. I know that this is a battle in which they got to do everything to win, and they need to, you know what I'm saying, they're out of food, they need to win today, this is the last day, but I do not want that to be the way like that wouldn't be justice to Ouhon, nor would it be justice to Ouhon or Shin. So please, Hara, do not have them tag team this man. Other than that, well, we stayed mostly on the well, we stayed completely on the right wing. So I'm hoping that, as far as we know, it's more of a stalemate again between Ouhon and Riboku. This way, the next time we see them, we can see the different tactics that he's gonna use and the different formations that he's going to use against Riboku, and vice versa, the different formations that Riboku has to use against him. This was, like I said, it was a good chapter, but it just wasn't to my liking per se. I would have much rather them do more fighting and less talking, but it was already set up for a talking chapter because we still have yet to see what the second thing Rinshoujo told them to do if somebody would have come with the unification or whatever. So we still need to get that. So there's obviously going to be more talking, or at least more flashbacks, which I'm interested in seeing the flashbacks, but honestly, I'm just ready for this fight to end. Like, kill Ouhon, don't kill Ouhon, it doesn't really matter at this point. Just get to Riboku so that he can retreat and that we take Yo, and then we can, you know what I'm saying, get on to my man's being a general and him having a city and an army, and I want to see the things that come in Kingdom. So like, comment, and subscribe, people. Hope, you know what I'm saying, you enjoyed. Peace.